We're live! Alright. Thought I was prepared. That I'm just not. But I am now. So, alright. Welcome to The Logic Presents. I am the logical one, John Wise. And today, we have a really cool review for you guys. I have 3 different action figures. As you can probably tell in the picture, I am going to be reviewing the Marvel Legends Wolverine, which is part of the Sauron figure. This is the Laura Kenny Wolverine. So it's a pretty damn cool figure, I'm not going to lie. We also have the Funko figures Savage World, Freddy Kreuger, and Jason Voorhees. Those 2 are completely unopened. I'll be opening them up live right here on the Logic Presents. So, sorry about the huge mess behind me. My girlfriend is moving in, and we're kind of moving things around, so getting things situated. All right, so let's get things started in here. Let's get things moving in here. All right. If you hear any meowing or complaining, that would be my cat. So, let's go ahead and start with the Marvel Legends Wolverine. This is just a really cool figure. So this, I already have her out of the package. But here's the front. You see that it says Wolverine right here. And the screen is backwards. That's awesome. Oh, yay. Okay. It's cool. No problem. On the side, we have some great artwork, which I have a lot of glare. There we go. Some artwork here. We got a little bio up here. You got all the figures in the Build-A-Sauron line, which looks really cool. We have Omega Red, and we have like 2 different Deadpools. We have Deadpool, and you can't tell, but he's wearing the X-Men shirt. We have Deadpool, half-mast, and wearing boxers. We have our featured figure, Wolverine. We have Lady Deadpool, and we have Bishop. I'm actually tempted to get all of these. I have not seen Bishop or Omega Red. I've seen the other ones though, and I picked this up at my local GameStop for $22.99. And again, it's backwards. So we're just gonna pop this up to the side before I break any more things. And we're going to go ahead and take a look at the figure inside. So this is a pretty cool figure. I am loving this figure. I love the hair sculpt. I love the fact that these they don't feel brittle. They don't feel like they're going to break. I like her claws. And check this out. Something I didn't notice when I bought the figure. She's got the claws on her toes, on her feet. That's just awesome. Unfortunately, these are not removable. They are part of the sculpt. They are moving, though. That doesn't please me. Maybe they are removable? Oh, they are removable. I didn't know that. So they are just in there kind of on a peg. Well, that's cool. I think I prefer to have them out, though. So this is pretty cool. This is the pose I have her in. I just think it's a really cool pose. Let's go ahead and go over the articulation, shall we? All right, so her head is on a ball joint, so her head can look up and down, kind of side to side. It can turn all the way around. Her hair does kind of hinder a little bit, but you can get it all the way around. No big deal. Her arms do go out. And a very nice tight ratchet. Her arms go forward and backwards. There's no twist bicep. However, there is twist at the elbow. And the elbow does bend. There we go. The wrists do swivel. And they do have that really, really cool bending at the wrist as well. So that's kind of cool. She doesn't have a waist movement, but she does have a torso, which is also kind of on a rocker, so I can't kind of do that. She has this really cool belt, which is just like this. Does not come off. You can probably force it off, but it might damage the figure. Her legs can move out that far. They can move out that far. Back, kinda. Her butt is kind of hindering the how far back her legs go. What a butt. But they do swivel at the thigh. There is double knee joints. They do move back forward like that. There is swivel. And there's your articulation. So that's pretty cool. I love the overall paint job. I mean, you can see she's really blue, really yellow. I love the addition of the belt. It's supposed to be reminiscent of the blue and yellow Wolverine costume that Logan wore, and does a pretty darn good job. I love this. It's straight out of the comic book, which I also really love, surprisingly, because I'm a huge Wolverine fan, and the fact that somebody is taking over his spot should irritate me, but it doesn't, because it's essentially the same person, just female form, right? Clone. Read the books. So, Laura Kenny comes with 2 accessories. She comes first off with Sauron's arm. I believe this is going to be his left arm. And the wing comes out. It does have swivel at the wrists. It turns. I'm assuming it also moves. So I mean, it's kind of cool. It's kind of got this translucent plastic, which you can see right there. So kind of cool. I'm kind of curious. I kind of want to get the rest of this. I'm not gonna lie. Now, Laura also comes with an unmasked head, which is nice sculpt. And all. I have a few issues with this. This is where I have issues with the figure. So the figure's head just pops right off the ball joint, like so. Now, these heads are not to proper proportion. They're not. Yeah. Even the skin tone, I think, is a little off on these. Also, this one is definitely a bigger head sculpt than this one, and you'll see why that's an issue here in just a moment. So I'm going to go ahead and place the head on the ball joint here on the figure. Pops on. It's supposed to pop on just like so. There we go. And now it could be just me, but I found that somebody I showed this figure to also feels the same way. The figure just doesn't look right. Like the head is just too big for this body. It's just a tad off. Yeah. I mean, the head sculpt looks good, and it still moves pretty much the same way. The hair doesn't really hinder the movement at all, but I mean, it just seems off. I don't think I'm going to be displaying her with this head. Not going to happen. So yeah, I'll be taking that head off and placing the cool one on. Much better. So my issues with the figure are the head. I do wish she had interchangeable hands. So if you want to display her without the claws, you could do so. I don't know why you would want to, but it'd just be a nice option. I do like that these pop off. I did not know that these popped off, but they don't pop off very easily, so that's a bonus. So all in all, I'm very happy with this figure. She will be standing next to my Wolverines proudly. So, I do have a little bit of, I just noticed a blue paint mark on her butt. I don't know how well that comes out. Oh, am I covering it up? That doesn't really come out on here, does it? It doesn't. Trust me, there's a blue smear on her butt. Right above the belt. You can't see it. Damn it. I just made you look at action figures, but for no reason, apparently. But that's okay. Oh, no, not bad. So, yeah. I have been asked where my review of the Build Apocalypse X-Men figures is at. It's coming. I have them. I have all the boxes to show you and everything. I have been having issues with GameStop, which is going to be a whole nother video. So we'll get into that some other time. In the meantime, let's get into some Savage stuff. And I mean Savage World type stuff. Funko Savage World action figures. Jason Voorhees and Freddy Kreuger. Let's go ahead and go over the Freddy Kreuger one first. I'm really interested. I'm really curious. So these were announced, I believe it was at Toy Fair this year. Might have been Comic-Con. I get the two merged as time passes. And they announced their line of Savage World action figures. I remember two in particular were horror movie versions and the Thundercat ones. Now, the Thundercat ones I'm really excited about. I really want to get them. And they're supposed to be coming out this month, so I'm definitely going to try grabbing those. But the horror ones just didn't really appeal to me. I'm like, they don't look all that great. And then I seen people posting pictures on Facebook. I'm like, they still don't impress me. And then I was on GameStop yesterday, and they had Freddy Kreuger and Jason. Those are the only ones they had available. And they never got the other three in, which is Mike Myers, Pinhead, and Leatherface. And I saw them. I'm like, wow, these guys are actually pretty damn cool looking. And they are. The videos and the pictures do no justice to these figures. So first off, here's the figure. I kind of wish the packaging was different for each character. But this is kind of cool. You got the actual Nightmare on Elm Street logo, the name. You can tell it's a 5.5-inch figure. He's got the little bubble in the middle, like the old Masters of the Universe. So it's not a little circle bubble, it's more like a square indent. But that's still kind of cool, right? Proudly presents the figure and the accessory inside. You move it to the back. We have all the figures in the line currently. Freddy Kreuger, Jason Voorhees, Pinhead from Hellraiser, Mike Myers from Halloween, and Leatherface from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Yeah, of course, the Funko logo and the Miramax logo with the WB. So there you go. Now I'm going to open these. And yeah. And Jason is exactly the same way. Except he has Jason Voorhees. And of course we have the Savage World logo right there. Same thing. But we're going to open Freddy first. So, and I'm going to go ahead and open these because the package is already kind of messed up. So, I don't think it's going to matter too much. I'm not really into keeping the package right now. So, alright. I'm having issues with Freddy. There we go. Alright, so I have Freddy open. Alright, oh wow. Okay. Alright. Okay, so I have Freddy out of the package. Here he is. As you can see, he is wearing the red and green, almost just loincloth, kind of, without it being loin. Ripped shirt, there we go, over his body. In replace, now he's supposed to be from a different world. So instead of the fedora, he's wearing a brown hood tunic deal. So it looks like his head can move right, left. Arms can move forward and backwards. The legs can move. He's got ripped jeans. He's got this tunic. which is kind of like a very pliable plastic. The legs can move out there. Looks like the legs might be, let's see, they're on a ball joint. So that's cool. I mean, this seems like a solid figure. I don't feel he's going to break. So, and let's see how well he stands. He stands really well. You can't really see. Now he's not going to stand for me. Why you make me out to be a liar? Okay. So he stands really well. Let's see if I can. Arrgh. Okay. Now, Freddy does come with one accessory. That being, of course, his glove. And it looks like it just slides over inside, or clips on to his right hand. So let's give it a shot. Oh, wow, that fits really well. Huh. So there you go. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Not bad. I actually really like this figure. Alright, so let's go over the paint details here. He's got a lot of wash on him. He looks like he might have some paint smell. No? There's some stickiness on his hands. Ew. Might be from the dry wash. He got a lot of these awesome burn marks all over his body. As you can see, the paint on there, that tunic is just amazing. The face sculpt, you can tell it's Freddy. I don't know. I shouldn't like this guy, but I really do. And I really wish I would have brought down some Master Universe figures, because I would have liked to have compared and see how well he looked standing alongside the likes of He-Man or Skeletor. Because I think he could fit really well in with that line. So, wow. Yeah, this is pretty cool. I actually really love this figure. So we're going to set him over to the side. And now we're going to open Jason Voorhees, Mama's favorite boy. Always have issues. Why must I always have issues? I'll rip the hell out of this thing. Now watch, these things are going to end up going for hundreds of dollars. And we worth hundreds of dollars, and I just opened up a fortune. Right? That's the way it always goes. Why won't you die? Why won't you come out? Okay. Gimme. Alright. I was scared there for a moment. I thought I ripped the figure somehow. Okay. Wow. Alright. Cool. This one actually seems like it might be a little sturdier even. Alright. So here is our Jason Voorhees out of the package. Looking at the sculpt already, I'm really loving this figure too. I am glad I decided not to pass on these. Alright, so real quick. Head, articulation, doesn't seem to be hindered too much. Can't move very far. I think it's the mask, which, okay. Arms move forward. Legs not that far. They can move out like that. There is waist articulation. Is that what Freddy too? Yes, there is waist articulation. That's spring-loaded, like the He-Man figures, but that's still pretty cool. All right, very cool. And so you can see the paint job. I love the mask on him. If you turn him around, you see his like face, right? Like his skin. But if you turn him around this way, he goes all Two-Face on you, and you can see his skull and the meat on his face is And I don't know how well this is coming off, but this is just amazing. Got chewed up ear. Broken mask. It almost seems like it's a separate sculpt just glued on there. And the eye sockets are so deep. Look at the eye sockets. And you got the ribs here. This is really just a cool figure. The chain is a sculpted piece, as is the belt he's wearing. The loincloth piece here is actually a little harder than the one on Freddy Kreuger. Not by a lot, but it's still flexible. But yeah, cool. Well, our man Jason wouldn't be Jason without some accessories, and he comes with two. He comes with this awesome bone-handled machete and bone axe. And I'm assuming these will just fit right in his hands, presumably. There we go. All right. Loose in that hand. What the other hand? I'll loosen that hand too. Okay. All right. And now the axe. There we go. Yeah. All right. Oh, there's some issues. Okay, so they look cool in his hands. However, the machete, as you can see, is very loose in his hand, and the axe even more so. I don't know if the axe would do better in the other hand. I did try the machete. I'm not exactly sure what the hell we just did. Alright. Yeah. You really have to position it just right. So unfortunately the weapons are just too loose in Jason's hand for him to really get a proper grip on them. Yeah. So that's kind of a downer. Cool idea with it being Savage World themed and all. Bad idea because they just like if I have them hold on to the actual handle at the bottom, it's okay. What if it's true with the machete? Yeah, if I have him hold on to the machete at the bottom, he holds it okay. All right. There's also nowhere to store the weapons, like a He-Man figure. So, all right, well, that's disappointing. But the overall look of the figure is amazing. Actually, I'm going to bring them. These actually really, really cool. I really love these things. The downside, at least to the Jason one, are the loose weapons in his hand. So, okay, that is it for now. I thank everybody for tuning in. Yeah. So, this has been the Logical One, John Wise with the Logic, with my reviews of Marvel Legends Wolverine, also known as X-23, Laura Kenny. Freddy and Jason. Why won't you die? Have a good one, folks.